To counter China and Pakistan aggression, USA proposes bill to give India top ally status. As per news reports, the U.S.-India Defense Cooperation Act was introduced by U.S. Senator Marco Rubio on July 25, 2024. This represents a significant legislative effort to elevate India to a strategic partner status comparable to key U.S. allies such as Japan, Israel, South Korea, and NATO members. This proposal underscores the importance of U.S.-India relations in countering the growing influence of China in the Indo-Pacific region and addressing security concerns related to Pakistan. The bill seeks to enhance technological and defense cooperation, support India's territorial integrity, and impose measures against Pakistan if it is found to support terrorism. This video analysis will delve deeper into the bill's provisions, the geopolitical context, and the implications for regional security. Details for this video has been gathered from news reports of July 26, 2024. Hi friend. Welcome back to SciTech Buzz 1 channel. We wish to sincerely thank all the new subscribers of this channel. Strategic importance of U.S.-India relations. Historical context. Historically, U.S.-India relations have seen a gradual yet steady enhancement, particularly since the early 2000s. The strategic partnership has been characterized by increasing defense trade, joint military exercises, and collaborations in technology and energy sectors. The civil nuclear deal in 2008 marked a pivotal moment, bringing India into the fold of global nuclear commerce and strengthening bilateral ties. This new bill builds on this foundation, seeking to institutionalize India's status as a critical partner in the U.S.'s Indo-Pacific strategy. Geopolitical dynamics. The Indo-Pacific region has emerged as a central theater of strategic competition, primarily due to China's assertive policies and growing military capabilities. The U.S. has been keen on bolstering alliances and partnerships in this region to ensure a free and open Indo-Pacific. India's strategic location, its growing economic and military capabilities, and shared democratic values make it a natural partner in this endeavor. The U.S.-India Defense Cooperation Act reflects this strategic alignment, aiming to formalize and deepen the partnership. Key provisions of the U.S.-India Defense Cooperation Act. Elevating India's status to key ally. The bill proposes to treat India on par with key U.S. allies like Japan, Israel, South Korea, and NATO members in terms of technology transfers and military cooperation. This elevation would facilitate the sharing of advanced technologies and defense systems, which are critical for India's military modernization. The legislation aims to grant India a similar status as these allies in receiving excess defense articles, thereby enhancing its defense capabilities without the lengthy bureaucratic processes that typically accompany such transfers. COTSA exemptions. One of the critical provisions of the bill is a limited exemption for India from the Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act, COTSA, sanctions. COTSA, enacted in 2017, imposes sanctions on countries engaging in significant transactions with Russia's defense and intelligence sectors. India, which has historically relied on Russian military hardware, finds itself at a crossroads as it diversifies its defense procurement. The exemption would allow India to continue purchasing Russian equipment, which remains a significant part of its military inventory, without facing U.S. sanctions. This provision acknowledges India's strategic necessity to maintain its defense readiness while transitioning to more diverse and advanced systems. Statement of Policy and Security Assistance. The bill outlines a statement of policy that the U.S. will support India's response to growing threats to its territorial integrity. This is particularly relevant in the context of recent border tensions with China. The provision for necessary security assistance includes the expedited processing of certifications for letters of offer to sell defense articles, services, and major defense equipment to India. This measure aims to streamline the bureaucratic processes involved in defense trade, ensuring that India can quickly acquire the capabilities it needs to deter adversaries. Military cooperation and training. The proposed legislation seeks to enhance military cooperation through a Memorandum of Understanding between the U.S. and India. This would formalize ongoing defense collaborations and open new avenues for joint research, development, and production of defense technologies. Additionally, the bill proposes the expansion of international military education and training (IMET) programs with India. IMET is a critical tool for building relationships between the U.S. and foreign military personnel, providing training and education in U.S. military practices and values. Expanding this program with India would foster greater interoperability and mutual understanding between the two militaries. Addressing the China-Pakistan nexus. Countering China's influence. China's increasing assertiveness in the Indo-Pacific has been a growing concern for both the U.S. and its regional partners. The Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, militarization of the South China Sea, and infrastructure projects in critical locations like the Indian Ocean have raised alarms about China's strategic intentions. The U.S.-India Defense Cooperation Act aims to counter this influence by strengthening India's capabilities and positioning it as a key player in regional security. The bill's focus on enhancing defense, civil space, technology, and economic investments with India is designed to build a comprehensive partnership that can serve as a counterbalance to China's activities. Holding Pakistan accountable. The bill also addresses concerns regarding Pakistan's role in regional instability, particularly its alleged support for terrorist activities targeting India. It requires a report to Congress on Pakistan's use of offensive force, including terrorism and proxy groups. If found complicit, Pakistan would be barred from receiving U.S. security assistance. This provision underscores a shift in U.S. policy towards greater accountability and transparency in its dealings with Pakistan, a country that has been a major recipient of U.S. aid but has often been criticized for its dual policy on terrorism. Political context and legislative prospects. Bipartisan support and challenges. The introduction of the U.S.-India Defense Cooperation Act comes at a politically charged time in the U.S., with a divided Congress and upcoming elections. Despite these challenges, there is bipartisan support for strengthening U.S.-India relations, which bodes well for the bill's future. The bipartisan consensus reflects a broader recognition of India's strategic importance in the Indo-Pacific and the necessity of a robust partnership to address shared challenges. Prospects for passage. Given the short legislative timeline, the bill may not see immediate progress in the current session of Congress. However, its provisions are likely to be revisited and possibly reintroduced in the next Congress, especially if there is continued bipartisan support. The bill's potential passage would mark a significant milestone in U.S.-India relations, providing a formal framework for a deeper and more structured partnership. Conclusion. The U.S.-India Defense Cooperation Act represents a critical step in redefining and strengthening the U.S.-India strategic partnership. By elevating India's status to that of a key ally, providing exemptions from COTSA sanctions, and addressing security concerns related to China and Pakistan, the bill lays the groundwork for a more comprehensive and collaborative relationship. The legislative effort reflects a broader strategic alignment between the U.S. and India, driven by shared concerns over regional stability and security. As the bill moves through the legislative process, its implications for U.S. foreign policy and regional dynamics in the Indo-Pacific will be closely watched by stakeholders both in the U.S. and India. Stay tuned for further developments on these projects. Do let us know your thoughts on the subject in the comments section. Please share this video amongst your family members, friends, and in your social media network. Don't forget to subscribe to SciTech Buzz 1 channel. Thank you.